Hey everybody, I'm Michael Tebow. I am the Business Development Manager at HIVE Digital Strategy, and today I want to talk to you about buyer personas. Now, if you're not familiar with what a buyer persona is, really it's just your target customer profile, and you're going to build this out using different data, research, and experience that you guys have had in the past. I think oftentimes with new salespeople, the mindset they get in is, I need to be on the phones all the time. I need to make 100 calls a day. And if you're making 100 dials, but it's to the wrong person, that's ultimately not going to matter. And so what you really need to focus on is making sure you've got those buyer personas built out and you're spending your time with people who may actually become customers. Another big misconception of sales is what's important is getting that really confident person, that person that can sell to anybody, that person that can sell salt to a slug or ice to an Eskimo, right? I want to hire that person as well, but I also want to hire the strategic salesperson who understands that I've got to be selling to the right person at the right time. I've got to meet them where they are, and you're going to do that through building out buyer personas. Now, some key components for buyer personas. First, we're going to focus on industry, right? If you're new to your job, talk to some of your colleagues. Talk to your boss. Figure out what industries have really worked well in the past, and maybe what are some that we haven't been able to support or we haven't been able to crack the code. That's going to help you get some easy wins, and you're going to be able to focus on where you can really get some traction. Next, you want to make sure that you're selling to the right management level within those companies. If you need to be selling to a C-level, then you need to focus on that CMO or that COO, CEO, whatever it might be. But if all that you need to sell to is a director level or a management level, that's where it's really going to be important that you're not wasting your time calling that CFO, because they're going to be a lot busier than that manager. They're going to have a lot more excuses to blow you off, to not take your phone call, to not respond to your email. So just make sure that you know what management level it's really important to. And here you may recognize that, hey, you might want to build out two buyer personas based off of the size of that company, and maybe you want to sell to the director or to the manager first. Maybe you get that champion and they're able to get you in front of that CFO or CMO, C-level exec, but at the same time recognize that getting that champion isn't always important. Don't spend all of your time there. Get ultimately to the decision maker that you need to be in front of. Another key component, and one that's really important for me, is selling to the right company size, right? I think as salespeople, we oftentimes see that white whale, that large company. I want to sell to a Fortune 500, an enterprise level company, right? For me, I'm seeing dollar signs. I'm thinking, ooh, boy, I'm bringing in a fat commission check this week. But at the same time, what if we don't have the bandwidth to support a client that size, What if we don't have that kind of product to push out to them, or we don't have the support team to deliver the kind of quality service that we need to? That's going to create a lot of internal rifts between us. My internal team is going to be very mad at me. We're not going to deliver the quality that we need to. And so ultimately, it's not going to be a very good situation. You're going to have a bad reputation from that client. They'll ultimately leave you. So what's the point in that? Finally, I think another big key component for me is the geolocation. A lot of people don't have a product or a service that they can support worldwide, right? We may not be able to ship overseas for the right cost, or maybe we don't have, a team that can support overnights to support overseas clients. Maybe we don't even want to work with East Coast clients if we're on the West Coast or vice versa. So geolocation is something that you really want to make sure that you're selling within your city or your state or your region or whatever you guys can actually support and deliver the right quality. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to provide a free resource for you. It's going to be here in the blog. It's a link for a buyer persona worksheet. This is really simple to just build out different management levels, different job functions, different geolocations that you guys want to focus on. Go ahead and pass those out to your sales team or focus on them for yourselves. And I think it should really make, getting the right people on the phones a lot easier for you guys. So I really hope you guys found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you guys again.